In 1913, miners were tired of unfair wages, the length of their work days, and the fact that they were not being recognized by the union. Because of this, they decided to strike. Although this was something that most people wanted, that was not the case for all. Today I am here to inform you about an event that shook the lives of many miners during this time. The massacre of 1913 was also known as the Italian Hall Stampede, was a massacre that could have easily been avoided. Many people gathered on December 24th, 1913 for a Christmas party that quickly became tragic. Behind me, you can see a picture of the building where this event took place. There were 73 fatalities caused by this stampede. Today I'm going to tell you about the massacre. I will tell you about how the massacre came to be. Second, I will share details about the massacre itself. And third, I will discuss how this event inspired a song by Woody Guthrie. The party at the Italian Hall was a party created for miners who were striking during the copper mining strike in 1913. Families were struggling to make ends meet on just a striker's wage. This party was supposed to bring them joy. Over here, you can see the building where this event happened. In the middle of this party, a person falsely yelled "fire," which caused people to panic and run toward the stairwell where the stampede happened. Here is the stairwell. 73 men, women, and children were crushed and suffocated in this stairwell. Here are the many caskets of the victims of this horrific event. The more you read about this event, the more it seems to be like it was not just a prank. The man that yelled "fire" wasn't just some random person. In the book, The Worst World Disasters by Kevin Baker, Baker tells us that there were 8 eyewitnesses who said that the person who started the stampede was wearing a Citizens Alliance badge, a group against the strike. Baker is not the only person who has written about this claim. Hilton stated that strikers believed that this tragedy was perpetrated by a member of the anti-union group called the Citizens Alliance. The stampede caused many, many deaths of innocent people. Although there were investigations into this tragedy, no one was ever convicted of any crime. Today, all that is left of the Italian Hall in Calumet, Michigan is a doorway arch that you can go see. Behind this arch is a plaque explaining its significance. Woody Guthrie, the singer who wrote the extremely famous song, "This Land Is Your Land," also wrote a song about this stampede called 1913 Massacre. Guthrie talks about the massacre in great detail. He also mentions a woman who was named Big Annie Clements. Ross Altman, a former professor of English and speech and now folk singer, wrote that Guthrie knew that this wasn't just children who were killed during the stampede. He knew this because of one of his sources in the autobiography of Mother Bloor. Bloor was a woman who was at the event when it happened. According to Hiltonen, a woman named Big Annie Clements was in charge of the Christmas party and was referenced in this song. Guthrie says, "The copper boss thugs stuck their head in the door, and one of them yelled and screamed, 'There's a fire!' And a lady hollered, 'There's no such a thing. Keep on with your party, there's no such a thing.' This refers to when Clements told everyone that there was no fire and that they shouldn't leave." Maybe if all of these people people would have listened to Clements, the stampede would have never happened. The 1913 massacre was completely devastating, and it could have been avoided if it weren't for either a careless man or a person that was against the strike. There are three main points that we covered during this event, or while describing this event. The massacre happened because of someone who did something who did not care about other people's lives. 73 people died during this horrific event. In Woody Guthrie's song about this stampede, where he mentions a woman at the Christmas party where this took place, the 1913 massacre devastated the town of Calumet and made a huge impact. The Italian Hall disaster will never be forgotten and is memorialized today in Calumet.